Hi there, welcome back to my channel. I am here with a haul video. I haven't done one in a while, and I went into Michael's for two things. Or actually one thing. I went in for black cardstock. That's all I went in for. That's all I went in for. And of course, while you're there, you gotta look. So I came across some paper pads that I just had to have. So I did buy my black cardstock, so I got the 12 by 12 and the 8.5 by 11. But I came across these really pretty paper pads, and for most of you know that I do not need more paper, but I like being inspired by the different papers. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna look through these paper pads. So they had the fall stuff out, which seems kind of early for me that they would have fall stuff out, and then there was a few of the summer packs still left. I hadn't gone at the beginning of the summer where they would have had those out, so I did pick up a couple of those. So let's go through. I have 6 paper pads. So they had this really pretty sunset fields, and we'll go through each one separately, or we'll go through all the different papers in them. And then this was one of the summer ones, so this was the butterfly collage. So there's a lot of foil and some really nice watercolor botanicals, which I am a big fan of. And there's Bloomsbury. So this was, I was more after the blues in here, because there's a lot of pinks and greens that I find that they come out with, but not very many like ones with blues in it. So I picked that one up. And then another fall one is this Harvest Meadow. I really liked the muted colors in this one. And there's lots of fine print pattern paper, which is what I look for a lot. And then there's Colors of Autumn. So this one had more like the berries and the leaves and some fall moths and stuff like that. So that I really liked, and the colors too, like they're kind of like a warm muted color as well. And then the pink parasol. I have so much pink and I don't know why I bought another pink pad, but it had a lot of these kind of smaller prints in them, or all over prints that are easy to do, easier for cards. So yeah, let's go through each one of these. So I'll just open this up here. So yeah, it's dangerous for me to walk into Michael's. I may have the best of intentions to not go overboard purchasing, but sometimes you just gotta do it. You know you're gonna be sorry if you don't. But I'm also doing this for you, so you can see kind of what's available, see if there's anything that you like, that you can kind of look through my stuff and see if you want to buy it or not, I guess. Anyways. Alright, so pink parasol. I do like the corally colors in here with the burgundy. I like that. So we've got lots of foil in here again. It's really pretty pinks. It's like chrysanthemum or something like that. And then of course I love damask. And then there's a wood texture. And there's these little letters with little bouquets coming out of the letters. That's really cute. And they do have a strip that you can use. I find these are really nice for cards, that you can cut these into little banners and make them part of your card. And there's no hole in the middle, so you can use the whole strip. Oh, there's got an extra sheet of this one. And then of course I love the gold foil with the light background. Hopefully you can see this. I know I have my exposure set up a little bit higher, so hopefully that will show up when I edit this as being normal. because I find my lighting is very dark, so I just increase the exposure. And then they have these really pretty 6x6 pieces. So I can see this becoming 6x6 album. So yeah, very pretty foiled. And then of course there's these botanicals, very pale, muted, very pretty. And then the daisies, I'm not a big fan of daisy prints, but that's okay. We'll find a place for it. Usually they're good as accents. And then the bicycles with a floral background. And then of course we have our cut-aparts, which are always nice. Nice little notepad. I can see these being the front covers of maybe some notepads or some laminated journals or something. So, and then this ceiling tile, that's really pretty. Of course, this you can't cut up for cards really, so it would have to be a page. So maybe I'll have to think of something, a page to make. And then of course I love all over florals. And then we have, it's kind of like a ribbon design, but it's kind of got circular with a polka dot background. And then there's like a large scale tapestry kind of look, or petty point. And then of course we have our stripe, so it's kind of like a rusty coral-y color, orange, rust and orange maybe. And then there's these really pretty houses. They've got the foil, really like those. And then we have the music sheet, so this is non-directional, so it's got stuff going any which way, so that's always a good thing when it's not specific. And then we just have a light background, kind of a tone-on-tone floral. And then we have this one. This is probably my favorite one. This is really pretty with the florals. The burgundy, there's a bit of almost like a gray color on the orangey background. It's really pretty. Then we have our border strips. I have to say I don't really use a whole lot of border strips, but I've been trying to incorporate them. And a few more cut-aparts. And then we have this bird. And another floral. I really like this color. It's almost like a dusky, I don't even know what color. It's like a pinky brown burgundy color. And then we have the lace. I always love lace. And then we have some circles. I never really know what to do with this paper. I always find it hard. I mean you can punch out, I guess, the letters and numbers. If you can find everything, use them as your title or something. Or just use it as an all-over background, I guess. So that is the pink parasol. And then we have the colors of autumn. Just gonna open this up. So let's take these sticky pieces off. Okay, they're getting better at putting those, like not having those sticky things tear your, because I like to use this back piece for something. And so yeah, colors of autumn. So of course this is the paper that drew me to this pile. I really love these berries with the gold foil. And another thing, I am from Saskatchewan, so having wheat on anything is always a bonus. If you live on prairies where there's a lot of farming, that's really a really nice pattern to have. And then of course we have these like fall flower bouquets. I like that there's not pumpkins in this, that it's exclusively to fall. You can definitely use this for more than just fall. And of course we have the fall words, which, I mean, this one is really nice, but it is very specific to fall. And we have our cut-aparts. These are really pretty. Oh, I really like this book. The coffee cup. And a little shelf with the teacups on it. Yeah, this is very pretty. I can see this going into some mini albums. And then we have our pumpkins, which they are okay for a fall theme and stuff. So I tend not to, well, I guess I do make some like really fall themed cards, but I like to use these rather in mini albums where you can have like a specific fall theme to it, and then you can put your fall pictures in it, and it doesn't it's not as time sensitive. And I love plaids. I really like this green plaid. And again, we have some navy in there, which is really nice. It's kind of like a tone-on-tone berries. Really like that. It's almost got a purple cast to it. So, and then we have this wood that's got gold foil in it. I really like this. And we have kind of like a border. I don't really use these that much because, I mean, I mainly work with cards, so this probably have to go more for the mini albums. And then we have this kind of burgundy polka dot, and again we have the strips with these. Oh yeah, they are perforated. They almost felt like they weren't perforated, but yeah, you can use these as little accents on whatever you're using. And then we have our bordered page, which I do find them a little bit challenging to use as well, like unless I'm doing a 12 by 12 layout. If you're doing a 6 by 6 album, that works because you can kind of have it on the edges. So, and then we have these moths. I've never seen moths used before, but this is really pretty because yeah, fall, there are a lot of moths that are flying around and stuff, and if you look at moths, they're very pretty. Like they've got unique spots on them and stuff, so I really like this. And then of course our border strips. Really like the gingham. And the little trucks is really cute too. And your basic leaf all over pattern. Your tree all over pattern. This is really nice. And then we have our 6 by 6 cut-aparts. Choose to be grateful. There's always something to be thankful for. Flowers in the air. Autumn, the years last. Loveliest smile. And then there's this wood page. I really like this, especially for anything like a little bit more on the masculine side. And we have some sunflowers on a border. And then of course these hot buy pads are very known for their like circle and then a word in the middle. I've seen many people do bags, like they make gift bags with this kind of pattern. You can frame one, but you're not going to use both of them most likely. You can use it as when you're scrapbooking, you can have it as like a title page. It says gather together, so maybe you have some Thanksgiving photos of family and stuff. So, and then the all over oak leaves with acorns. And then there's this really nice tone-on-tone green. I really like that. And then there's the mushrooms. I really like the mushrooms. And then we got a really different plaid. It's kind of in the mustard yellows, but yeah, it's very different. So that is everything that is in the colors of autumn. And then we've got Harvest Meadow. So let's open this one up. I did stand and debate whether or not to get this one. But I did because it is quite different in its color scheme. So it's got kind of like a fleshy peachy tone. It's got some muted blues, mustard yellows, navy, kind of like grayish blues, browns. It's really actually interesting color combination. So, of course, all over florals, which I love. And then we've got the pumpkins again, unless you're doing a specific, like, fall themed something or other, then there's the pumpkins. This really nice border. I really like this. It's got kind of like a grungy background. And look at these border strips. They've actually had them printed. So that's a really nice touch. You can use those little strips to accent your pages. This one is really beautiful with the teal tone-on-tone floral. That's really nice. And then of course we have this kind of mustard yellow. And then of course we've got the daisies. I don't mind these daisies. I'm not a big fan of this design, but I don't mind when you see them from the side view, or maybe more of a chamomile flower. And then there's this beautiful fern print. Very pretty. I'm really glad I did get this one. There's some really good prints in here. And then your navy print with the peachy color, some mustard yellow color. It's really pretty. And then we've got our daisies. I don't mind this one so much because they're very tiny and dainty. So. And then there's this one. It has the pumpkins again, but it's got the peaches and the blues. We have our 6x6 cut aparts, so be grateful, be humble, be kind. Autumn leaves and pumpkins, please. This is our happy place. This isn't specific. I guess there's the pumpkins, but it's not so super focused on pumpkins, I guess. And then we've got some tags and some banners for, these would be great for cards. But I love fall most of all. Grateful heart is magnet for miracles. Cozy blankets, perfect pumpkins, crunching leaves, sparkling fires, cool days, and warm nights. I am not in fall mode right now, so that doesn't affect me right now. Then we have this mustard colored spot. And of course the gold foil. I really love this one. This could be used for so many different things. And we've got this all over leaf pattern, which is really pretty in that sagey green. And all over floral. I really like that too. Oh, and this is a really pretty diagonal plaid in cream colors. That's really nice. Creams and taupes. And of course the all over pumpkins. And our alphabets. I have to say I have not used these cut apart alphabets before. So I think I'd want to like cut them closer to like the letter itself, not keep it in this square. And then there's this grungy sage green color that's really pretty. And we have our stripe. It's gray, kind of a gray blue stripe. And then there's this all over leaf pattern, which that's introducing that brown color. Really nice. And then we have this kind of leaf, fern type leaf, foiled peachy color. And of course the circle says the best things in life are the people we love and the memories we've made along the way. That's a really nice saying. So, yeah. So that is the Harvest Meadow. Then we have the Bloomsbury. Trying not to cut my paper. Okay. Little stems off. See if we can get these off here. Okay, so this one also has a lot of foil in it. Alright, so we start off with the circle collage. Let love bloom in full every day. So this one would be nice framed or as a cover page for your scrapbook, or a divider even. That would be nice. We have this blue and white floral, which is really nice. It's an all over pattern, so you can cut small pieces and still have the design show through. It's almost like a, oh, what do they call that? Ticking look, like fabric that's called ticking. Used to make pillowcases out of them, so it's got that kind of a look. And our border pieces, this one is a really pretty border piece. Yeah, there's some really pretty border pieces in here. Be kind, live happy, love more, show grace. Be kind, live happy, love more, show grace. Yeah, some good words in there. And then we have this diamond pattern with some light florals. Hopefully you can see that. And this would be good for winter as well, like just a all over blue and white. Well, that's more of a gray dot. Grid pattern, always good. Be good for journaling on. Then there's this nice blue diamond. This would be good for masculine themed pages, cards. Then we have a pink all over floral again with some navy leaves, really pretty. And the ferns again with the navy background. And of course the outer border. Wouldn't be a hot buy pad without that. And then we have the blue and white diamonds, very pretty. And then we've got kind of like that ticking, only pink, and the gold foil. That's really pretty. So some really good options here. And then we have this blue and kind of a mustard. Actually, I did a watercolor that had kind of flowers like this that this would go really good with. And we've got this. I know this is often used in oriental fabric, this kind of a print. It's like a seashell print. Kind of really reminds me of like oriental fabric. And then this beautiful, I think these look like zinnias. Kind of white zinnias. Very pretty. And then there's this border strip. I really like that. That's really pretty. It's very soft. Like, when I look at this, I just feel relaxed. So that's really pretty. And then our cut aparts, of course. So we've got noted. Definitely, if you do pocket page scrapbooking, these are good for that. Putting on cards. I like to put these ones on my little laminated notepads. So it makes a nice cover. And here's more of the blue and white. This one, they weren't quite as random with their design. Like it's almost too symmetrical, like it's in rows. So I like it if it's a little bit more random. So, but it's not bad. I like it. I like the colors. And then there's the blue grid. And then we have the white fern, and then this time they're on an angle, which is really nice. And then, of course, we have this almost like a handkerchief tablecloth type look. I never know what to do with these ones either. Like they're so specific to like not much you don't really want to cover up. But I guess something you could do with this one is you could cut out this middle part and you could do your scrapbook layout on the middle part, or even just cover this up with a piece of white or whatever that's the same size as some. But you could use it as a giant frame for your page, and then you could do some fussy cutting with the rest of it. That's something you could do with that. And then we have the pink kind of seashell design. And then again, all over large florals. Again, too, it's a little bit too much in a row for me, but that's okay. And, alright. So that was the Bloomsbury paper pad. And then we have the butterfly collage. At first glance, like the colors weren't grabbing me. Like I'm not really huge on these colors, especially the purple. I mean, I like kind of more red purples, but once I kind of flipped through it, I actually didn't mind a lot of what was in here. So we've got the butterfly collage, and this was kind of what made me decide to get this pad, was this botanical sheet. I really, really like that. So we have these. So we've got some red and some yellow, and of course purple and some green. And then we have this watercolor washed kind of paper. These are really hard for making multiple cards because you cut them and you've got just the yellow or whatever. So these are better for like scrapbook pages or one-ofs, I guess. And then we have this all over butterfly. This color combination I'm not huge on, but you can fussy cut all these butterflies out and add them to your page, so I like that. And then you can color coordinate it how you would want. And then we have this nice pink leaf. Again, we have the nice border strip. And more botanicals. So, really like that. I am trying to learn how to paint them myself. Here is another full sheet of butterflies that I would probably fussy cut, or you could use it as a border strip. This one's really cute with the florals on the bottom and the little butterflies flying. It's kind of like a watercolor wash on the background. This is definitely a butterfly, a butterfly paper pad. So more butterflies you can fussy cut out. Some different colors, some really pretty ones. And then there's this almost like a, I forget what the kind of fabric is called, but they used it a lot in like maybe Rococo period or whatever, like for wallpaper and that kind of stuff. Oh, I just about had the name of it. Couldn't quite think of it. And then we have our cut aparts. These are really pretty. I really like this kind of like almost like the books that you would buy on nature or whatever. Without change there would be no butterflies. Beauty, kindness, wisdom, spread your wings and fly, grateful heart. I really like this arrangement on the green background. And there's a little tag. There's lots of foil elements to this. Hopefully you can see that. And then we have the foiled butterflies, really pretty. And then, of course, the outside floral edge. This one I really, really like with the grays and the kind of like pinky reds. Very nice with the splashes of green. I like that. And then we have the butterfly border around. This one I don't know, you can't really fussy cut them that well. Like there's like two butterflies that are complete, so you'd have to use this kind of as is. And we have this nice watercolor background. Again, you would probably want to keep this as a full page or maybe make strips. And then these, I wonder if I wouldn't, like they almost look like you would want to cut them apart to do some, I mean this is butterfly collage, so I think the intention is to cut these out for collage and create your own art pieces with it. So, and then we have this butterfly. I really like this. It's a nice little corner that can be the cover of an album or a page. And then there's this one that's very different in colors. It's got the deep reds and burgundies and maroon colors, so it's very different. Really like that. And then of course our cut aparts, which again, I think I would use these on little notepads or with your pocket page scrapbooking. Some really nice foiled elements to it. So just a girl growing wings, bloom with grace, love, collect beautiful moments, thank you, inspire, butterfly kisses, stop and smell the flowers, and again with this nice little butterfly sampler. I'll call it a sampler. And then of course there's this nice blue gold dot watercolor background. I really, really like this paper. This is probably my favorite in the whole thing. And this one has 3 sheets in it, which is a bonus because I can see myself using that a lot. And then of course this one I really like is all these, it's almost like the wind took all these botanicals and just spread them across the yard kind of thing. So I really like that one. And this one is really gorgeous too. It's like butterflies and designs and almost like a ceiling tile, like the old ceiling tiles, whatever. It's really pretty. And then of course you've got the little, these would be a little bit hard to cut out because of the tininess of it, but they would still make good backgrounds and stuff. So, and then there's the butterflies and dragonflies with the pink background and the gold foil. And that is everything for that. So it's not my favorite pad, but I still like a lot of elements to it. So, and then last but not least, we have the Sunset Fields. And I feel like it's really hard to find stuff with sunflowers. And so I figured I better grab it because of the sunflowers. But I also love this plaid, the yellow, I guess gingham would be more the word. Okay, so Sunset Fields. And we start off with the wreath with the words in the middle. Very nice colors though. I like the elements of the gray and the burgundy and the rich yellows. I really like that. It's kind of on a cream background. And then we've got the deep rust color with the sunflower border. That's really pretty. And then we have our gold foil leaves. This is so versatile. I use this pattern is just so versatile for just about anything. And then we have the all over sunflower. Again, we have like the deep maroons and oranges and yellows and the deep greens. Very nice. And of course the maroon polka dots. It's kind of like they're little flowers, like they're not just circles, they're like little sunflowers on there. And then we have our cut aparts, which are really nice. So Home Sweet Home, we've got our nice little wreath with sunflowers on it. Our pictures tell our story. And then an all over sunflower, not my favorite design. Maybe because it's not random enough for me. Like it's just like I see the lines too much. Maybe that's the issue I have with it. I'd much rather have like small and big and kind of scattered all over, but it will still work good. You can cut strips, little squares. Definitely still very usable for me. And then we have a square border. This is really pretty. And then we have this almost like a linen well, it's not a texture, it's a print, linen print in the nice orange color, the dark orange color. And this is a nice one that you would frame and have in your house somewhere. Together is our happy place. I like that. Then we have our tone on tone, same print as the gold, but it's like off-white or cream colored tone on tone, very nice. And then we have our plaid, or not a plaid, our gingham look, so very nice fall colors there. And our border strips. So thankful and grateful every day, blessed, thankful, loved, grateful, thankful, yeah. Live each day with grateful heart. Some very nice foiled borders. And then we have the rust background with the smaller sunflowers also there. And then we have these circles, these dotted circles, these very nice tone on, well, kind of yellow with a cream background. And then of course our wood, which is still very popular right now. And then this reminds me of an old 70s, 60s, 70s tablecloth that everybody had when you went on a picnic, which is probably the intention, so that's a nostalgic kind of look. And then we have the yellow linen, really like it, or canvas even, very nice. Then we have our cut aparts, which are very nice. Our pictures tell our story, home sweet home, thankful and grateful every day. Very nice sayings, nice colors. And then we have more of a brownish tan colored gingham. I like the small texture better than the larger texture, but the larger texture is still okay. And then we have more of a wood background with the florals on the bottom. And we have a maroon linen texture, or pattern. It's not a texture. And then we've got the sunflowers in the corners. And then we've got these dainty little sunflowers. Also reminds me of curtains and wallpaper that was very popular in the 70s, early 70s. And that is everything for the Sunset Fields pack. So I can see myself putting some of these sunflowers in with that wheat paper that we saw. Yeah. Kind of like mix some of these two paper pads together, like yeah, I can definitely see some combinations happening here. So, and then there was another thing that I picked up, and I wanted to move my washi tape because I had it kind of in my rolling cart, and I never looked at it, never touched the washi tape. So I went through the storage aisle, and so I found this. It actually was just perfect for the amount of washi tape that I had. So it's got the drawers, and you can have 3 rows of washi tape. It's all clear, so you can kind of see which colors are where. I really like that. So we've got our colors. I've kind of tried to keep the colors together so that when I want to reach for a certain color, and it's there. Hopefully I will get to use washi tape soon then, now that it's like more exposed and I can actually see it, find it. That's always an issue with when you have a lot of stuff and you're looking for storage units that you will still use your stuff. Like, it's not going to be put away and then you'll just like forget about it. And it's not like I like to see everything I have, but I like to be reminded that I have it. So if I have solid drawers or something, then I like to have it like clearly labeled that this is where this is. So so yeah, that is my Michael's haul, all because I needed black cardstock, and I only went for the 8.5 by 11, but I ended up getting the 12 by 12 because I'm doing die cutting, or I'm cutting on my silhouette, and I was thinking, why am I just sticking to 8.5 by 11 on there? Like, I think it's just because I had it and that's what I had, so that's what I cut. So it's like, why am I not buying a 12 by 12 and getting the maximum usage out of a piece of paper? So yeah, so that was my Michael's haul, and I'm sure lots of you can relate to walking into a store for one thing and coming out with a pile of stuff. But I mean, it will get used, and if it doesn't get used, I will find someone who will want it. I don't want it to sit in my stash for 7 years before I use it. So that is my objective, and definitely want to be doing more videos. I overthink things so much. But anyways, enough ranting or going off on a little path there. Anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Maybe there was something that you liked out of those paper pads, or you're just curious to see if you're missing out on anything, and maybe this can either give you that answer whether you're missing out or not, or you think you're missing out. We're really not missing out on stuff. I mean, stuff comes and goes so fast. But anyways, we will see you again in the next video, and I hope you enjoyed this video. So have a good day, and see you next time. Bye.